and that's here, and you're all here. So let's do it. Here we go. Okay, in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Do you seek Chamaharon?
I don't even know what it means.
The morning stream. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. Who gives a damn?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TMS. It is the morning stream, and today's date is Wednesday, July 31st, the last day of July, 2024. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett. Hi.
Hello. We are about to completely achieve and complete July 2024.
How's that make you feel? How do you feel about July whipping past like that?
I'm ready for July to be gone. I'm ready for July to be done.
Yeah.
I think I overgained.
Yeah.
I'm really loud all of a sudden, aren't I?
Yeah, you're a lot louder than you were. When you turn it, it makes like a little...
Coming back down. How about this? Good? Good.
Down sounds great. Sometimes
sounds good to me, too.
Sometimes you turn it, you hear that little... Like it's like like shorten or whatever. But you sound great right now. No issues now.
Good. All right. This is where it stays. It stays right here,
It
folks.
stays here, everybody. Welcome to the show. Glad to be here. Also, last July was one of the worst Julys of my life. It's when we had the pipe problem and everybody got sick and we had no water.
The poops. Yeah,
it was a nightmare.
All at the same time.
Total nightmare. This year, a little smoother. Very busy, but smooth.
Much better July.
Yeah.
I could have done without the last week of July. But to those of you who aren't in the chat room and aren't listening live, the announcement is I tested negative today, so no more COVID for me.
COVID free. Brian, is COVID
free.
Costs you nothing to have
That's
COVID.
right. Just in time for the weekend.
It'd be cool if you hung around you would get greater immunity just by being around you. You know, like your wife will like just huddle. Well, I guess she's in immunity time anyway.
She's in immunity time too because she had it 2 weeks ago. So,
that's right.
Yeah, I feel like it's a double-edged sword. I feel like the Lyft driving, which is now very occasional, but still need to do it every once in a while. The Lyft driving is double-edged sword. It I think boosts my immunity because I get maybe small doses of a cold or this or that, little things that my system is able to process because I'm only around somebody for maybe a couple minutes.
Sure.
But then I get somebody in my car who's like COVID, and then I've got it.
And you're in a little tiny space. You know?
Right, exactly. I should have. I don't know why I don't, but I should, and I will from now on keep a mask in my car. And as soon as I hear somebody, over sniffling or over clearing their throat or whatever, I'm putting the mask on. I don't care if they feel a little offended. It's like, nah,
Yeah, not worth it. Also, you should do it. In fact, because you would have to do it, and no matter what, they're going to notice it. You should do it really hardcore. Like, as soon as it goes, you just grab your glove box, bam, open that thing up, pull out a mask, violently put it on yourself.
Slam on the brakes, pull over to the side of the street, put on the mask. Okay, we can go now.
And don't even say anything. Just like it's normal. This is what we do. All right, we're off to our destination. How you doing? You having a good afternoon? You can ask them now through your mask. That'd be amazing.
Exactly. And totally agree with Jeannie in the chat room who says they should be wearing the mask since they're the one coughing. Oh, I so agree. And I feel like that needs to be a thing that we adopt from at least Japan, where I saw it all the time. People not feeling well, put on a mask. And it's they do it because they want to protect other people from them, not to protect themselves from other people.
Yeah, we did it in China too when I was there. Everybody was masked up if they needed to be. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say that we never quite get there. I think our culture is too weird. I don't think we have it in us to do that.
Yeah.
We're too individualistic. We have a very different...
We are way too every man for themselves in this country, and it sucks. People, the new thing that ticks me off? Literally cutting corners. I'm not talking about, I saved 18 cents at the drive-in by getting the combo meal instead of the individual items. No, I mean cutting corners like somebody is making a left turn in front of you, coming from the right side, and they make a diagonal that cuts into your lane to do so. Like they like cut corners by going right through my lane before I get there.
Do you honk? Do you honk when this happens?
No, I don't, and I should.
I mean, I don't know what the right thing to do is. Is it to honk? I don't know.
It probably is to honk. Just put a little hey in front of them, that sort of thing. The other thing is the people who are in a left turn lane. So let's say we're all going on this side of the street. Left turn lane opens up. They get into that left turn lane, and to make their left turn, they feel like they've got to Tokyo drift that business and go into my lane, out of their left lane into my lane to make a left turn.
Yeah, F that noise.
Yeah, F that noise. Believe me, your car manufacturer made your vehicle able to make a left turn without having to Fast and the Furious your way into my lane to make your left. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I agree, and I think a nice big is appropriate.
Exactly. Hey, Cannonball, run there. You don't need to get into my lane to make a left turn. All right, cha-cha. Okay.
They call him Cannonball Run. Yeah. Dom DeLuise.
Hey, Mario Andretti, you could probably make that left turn in your 4Runner just by staying in the left turn lane. Cha-cha.
Yeah, I don't like that cut corner crap either.
No.
And I make sure I never do it. I also never do like wide load. I'm in the middle of a parking. I understand the assignment. I understand that you are supposed to not be the only person on the road and there are other people around. The people that get into a parking lot and just take up the middle. It's like, dude, people can either get out or come in or do anything or come the other way. Freaking move the F over.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, this is some old man yelling at cloud stuff today.
No, that's all right. It's been a while since we've had the the thing we hate segment. What did we? It was original, like early days of this show. We had something.
What was that called? I had a register complaint thing, but that was newer. What did we call that?
Yeah.
It was fun. We did it. It wasn't every day, but it was something. I'd have to go back and look. Someone in the chat will remember.
Thing of the day. That's it, Talia. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
thing
you,
of the day.
Natalia.
Yeah.
It's thing of the day.
Yeah, I missed that.
I still call her Natalia, by the way.
Well, she has the memory of an elephant. She remembers everything. So
she does.
Don't cross Tally, or she'll never
hate
forget.
To get in a fight with her because she'd be bringing up things from previous arguments, and
she'll kick your arse. I believe it. I got a question about my phone.
Dissect your brain.
That's right. I have this phone. We all got a phone. Everybody's got a phone, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got a question about my phone. It prior to yesterday, I was getting I mentioned a little bit of this in pre-show, but I was getting no content anywhere about Deadpool. Nothing. Yesterday we talked about it at length on the show. Suddenly, all my socials are pooping out the Deadpool content.
Really?
And I mean in droves. Like sometimes
I'll
be on Instagram and the next 4 things I flick through are all like either spoilers or some whatever. Now, I know our phones have a lot of tracking. I'm not naive. I understand how it works, and that's how ad targeting works and all this other stuff. I understand that. But I don't like to be a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not one today. But I swear sometimes what we say is getting in there somehow. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So do you think my phone right now is listening? So I'm like, boy, I really like Lee Majors. And then after this afternoon, I'm going to see a bunch of freaking Bionic Man bullshit. Do you think that'll happen? Or Fall Guy?
Probably not Bionic Man. But if you were to say, I sure could go for some Taco Bell, then I think all of a sudden now you're going to get some Taco Bell content. I think the Lee Majors train has passed.
Yeah, the interest is definitely low, for sure.
As far as any social media, like, how can we capitalize on Lee Majors? Now, I'm gonna say something that's probably not the opinion of most people, but I say this because my life is boring as F. Hey, listening in on my TV, on my smart TV. Hey, listening in on my iPad. Pff, you're welcome to it. Hope you can stay awake through the experience. But I would. Here's where people may disagree, and I'm totally fine if you disagree. I'd rather have content sent to me that is relative to something that I'm interested in than something that I'm not. I don't want to get any, don't market your Toby Keith. I was going to say new Toby Keith album, but that ain't happening.
Yeah.
But don't market your Kenny Chesney album to me. Recommend the new Garbage album or the new Churches album or something like that.
Something you like. I get it.
Something I like, relevant to my interest. Oh, that new Ghost album is great, by the way. Oh,
I heard good things. It looks good.
Yeah.
I saw a cartoon. Is there a cartoon associated with a new video or something? Like an animated thing? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw a flash of it somewhere and I went, oh, check that out.
Yeah. It's very interesting. So, and it's a soundtrack or a concept album or something, the way they did it. It's very, very clever. So yeah, I'm probably going to be the person, you know, the against on this, but, yeah, if you're going to listen and you're going to feed me content, I'm okay with that. If the alternative is giving me information and content and social media crap of things that I don't care about.
Yeah,
Totally
I think most people, here's what I would guess if there was a study, and this is pure guesswork, but I'm guessing if there was a study, most people want what you're saying, but they're never going to say it.
They're never going to admit it because it's like they're basically saying, okay, government and big tech companies, listen in to what I'm doing and saying.
Yeah.
And to that, I just say, well, this Brian guy that we keep listening to, it just seems like he's sitting on the couch watching Shogun and playing No Man's Sky on his iPad in his lap. Let's keep listening and see if he says anything else interesting.
Yeah,
Nope,
nothing. Well, I guess we'll just recommend Kenny Chesney albums to him.
I heard this Brian Event guy likes Kenny Chesney and Taco Bell. Let's send him that.
That's a
So
dangerous combo.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting just because I'm kind of like you. I don't care. I don't have a secrety life. I don't care. Like I got nothing to hide. So if they're tracking me, I mean, I don't love the idea of it because I just think that's weird. But I don't have. What are you going to get from me?
Right.
He played a gem matching game on the toilet. Oh boy.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
What are we going to do with that information? But I mean, I guess if you're doing stuff where you want to keep your life super private, like I don't know what that. I don't mean that you're doing something bad necessarily, but let's say you and your wife are really into candle wax on the nipples. All right, let's just say that you're all night long, every day.
Like James Woods and Blondie.
That's right.
Yes.
You come home from work and you're like, get them out, Mom. We shouldn't call you Mom. Get them out, my wife.
Took a turn.
And then here's your candles. You light them on fire and burn. Let's do some nipple burning. Like I understand.
Can't wait to see what you get targeted now in your social media.
Right? Is my phone listening now?
He likes candle wax on his mom's nipples, is what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Those are the words I heard come out. Well, anyway, it's an interesting. We'll get some feedback on this. I can't wait.
Yeah.
On the side note, or on that very note of Deadpool content, we got a text from Mike in New Jersey who says, and I saw it at the Regal Theater. I mentioned that. It's the only Regal in Utah I found out via KT Data. He said that was the only one. Yeah, which is why I hadn't seen him before. And he says, Regal sucks. Just saw Deadpool 3 in a Regal. 35 minutes of trailers. I couldn't see post-credits. It was almost late picking up my kids from camp, says Mike from NJ.
So he's scheduled. I mean, that sounds Mike. Definitely like a theater problem showing too many trailers, but also a you problem scheduling picking up your kid from camp so close to the end of Deadpool 3.
Yeah. You don't want to have that too tight on that schedule, but for any movie really. And that movie's like 2 hours 10 minutes or something.
Is it
decent length? Anyway, we had the same thing, but I get this at every theater, so that's not unusual.
Every theater, and Alamo Drafthouse is not immune to that as well. We'll get trailers. I don't know about 35 minutes. I'll be curious to see, but I have my phone off and my watch off, so I'm not sure how I'm going to measure it.
The 3 channels I can go to, or places I can go to, AMC, Cinemark, and this local chain, the Megaplex ones that we used to do Nerdtacular at. All of them have at least 20 minutes plus of commercials, sometimes longer. I think the one in the Regal one, we were maybe 20 minutes of commercials, not too bad. And and they were intermingled.
The commercials, those irritate the crap out of me. But I will say that Alamo Drafthouse is good about that. You'll get a thing saying, "Hey, join our season pass program and see as many movies as you want." And then, "Hey, here's our new food items," or "Here's the new time capsule set of movies that you're going to be able to see this month, like Back to the Future 1 and blah 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 and this and that."
Yeah,
which is really cool. So those are fine, but they don't do any other like commercials for local businesses and things like that.
Oh, that's good. If it was all trailers, I'd be happy. That'd be great.
Yeah. And I'm even with AMC or with Alamo Drafthouse, we go to the theater 30 minutes before the show starts because they show 30 minutes of relevant content to what you're about to see. Like old, they'll do a little recap. Here's what's happened in Deadpool up to this point, or here's Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman doing Hot Ones or whatever, and they'll show like content relevant to what you're about to see. And it's always interesting, often funny, very often poignant, but it's great. It's good stuff.
No, that's cool. Cinemark was probably the least egregious, although it's a mix. They'll do a trailer and then like, here at Jensen & Jensen, we think that your lawyer needs are important. If you've been in an accident, it's like, dude, why is this in between a trailer for freaking Alien Romulus and some other thing, and now you're going to tell me about a lawyer? Like, I hate that. But I don't think you're getting around the idea that these are going to be how most theaters are. This is the business now.
No, exactly. I'm so irritated, like the Maria Menounos thing that Jedi71 brings up in the chat, that Nuvi thing where here's some trailers for TV shows that you're never going to want to watch, and here's a fun unscramble. What Tom Hanks movie can you unscramble with the letters GIB? Let's give you 30 seconds on that one. And
then she has some shit quip at the end that is so dumb.
Yes.
Her writers are bad. All right, I'm not blaming her. She's fine.
No,
lovely woman, perfectly capable of all the things she does. Give her better stuff to say. Okay.
Too many weird vowels and stuff for in her last name, but I can get past that. Numenomos.
She's got a lot in there. There's a lot of M's.
Does. It's a little too much. Yeah.
Well, anyway, good luck, Mike, in New Jersey, and may you never have another Regal experience like that again. All right?
And really, if you, Mike in New Jersey, do what I see a lot of people doing, which is come in about 15 minutes into when the movie starts, and then you'll get fewer trailers. You won't have to sit through them all. It won't do anything about being, almost late to pick up your kids from camp, but it won't do anything on the back end time-wise, but at least you won't have to sit through all those trailers. Yeah. And the lights are still somewhat on, so you're not tripping over people or blocking their view of the movie or things like that.
That's true. If I did have a complaint about Regal, they did bring the lights up right as the credits started. And I'm like, this is a Marvel movie, guys. There's at least 2 fully filmed, nicely done things I need to sit through. And there were.
I was going to say mid-credits and post-credits, correct?
Right. This one has 2. Okay. And you're like, okay, well, I want to see those without a big glare in the corner. Like, what are you doing? And then this, kids with garbage cans just waiting for you. I'm like, dude, you guys know what a Marvel movie is. Get the F out of here.
Oh, my gosh. I cannot wait to talk to you about Deadpool 2 as well when you finally get to see that, because the post or the mid or the credits stuff for that is some of the funniest Deadpool stuff I've seen.
Really?
So,
all right.
Yes.
I'm all in. I will watch for that.
So much fourth wall.
Well, speaking of fourth walls, there's a wall way out in South Carolina that if you bump into it too hard, you're going to break right through. And who would know that better than Brian Dunaway? I might have said North. I meant South Carolina. I don't know what I said. Hey, Brian Dunaway, welcome to the show. How the hell are you?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian. Are you from South Utah? Where are you from? North
no,
Utah?
I wish. I want to retire in Southern Utah. I love it down there.
It's hilarious you said that, because I just talked to Tonda the other day. I was like, yeah, me and Scott have been friends for 15 years or something. I see him probably more than half my family. I at least see him once or 2 times a week on the line and stuff. And I'm like, but he still can't remember that I live in South Carolina. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty impressive. Hey, did you know that it's almost 20 years that we've known each other? Almost 20.
Oh, gosh, you're right, because I think it was 2001 when we first started talking, because I was still in Phoenix.
Well, then that means we're more than 20 then. Yeah, that would have been. Oh yeah, we were talking around the comic time way before the show stuff. So we have been talking since 2021. So that would have been 23 years. We have known each other for 23 effing years.
Crazy. That is crazy town.
That is insane.
South Carolina.
And back in South Carolina. All right, we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna play a game, and we're gonna take our third caller. That's right. If you ping me on Discord,
ding, ding.
I will take the third person. That is not your point of view, but your actual position in line. You're the third person to call, and when you call in, when you send me a DM, I will add you to this call, and then you'll get to play with us and potentially win some prizes. Those prizes being digital codes to video games. Who doesn't want those?
Everybody wants those. They want those.
Everybody wants those. Oh, our third caller is someone we know. We'll add him to the call. It's a him, so that'll give you an idea there. Not really.
Nope. Right. Doesn't narrow it down for me.
To about half the world.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, a little less than half. All right, let's see if this works. It is Lucky Phil. He's clear across the world.
Lucky Phil.
I don't see him answering yet, though. He's ringing. Lucky Philip is
Ring-a-dingy.
ringing. Yeah. Phil is now there. Oh, there he is. Hi, Lucky Phil. How are you doing?
How are we doing?
How are you, man?
Good. Just changing headphones.
Yeah, you can change all you want. It's all up to you. You live in a place where you get to make the rules. Speaking of rules, hey, Brian Ibbett there. Why don't you explain to Phil and the rest of us how this is going to go?
Okay, will do. It's time to play the Tadpooly Feud. I've surveyed the tadpole on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian are going to have to predict the answers that they gave us. It is their job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Lucky Phil, your lucky job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. And if your lucky team wins, you will get a lucky prize package that includes Sticky Business and Figment 2 Creed Valley.
Oh, I have played both of these games. Sticky Business is like a little sim where you run a sticker business.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And it sounds like kind of silly, but it is one of the most chill, wholesome, fun little game loops ever.
Excellent.
And then the other one is this awesome 3D platformy thing with the weirdest art style. They're both great. Great games.
Do you play it with arms wide open?
You always play it with arms wide open. Always like this. Like the T-pose in video games. You always have to be doing this.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Let's get to your game here. Now, I apologize. This is one I set up last week, and I have my top 10, and I remember what number 11 was, but I don't remember any of the rest of them because I accidentally deleted that spreadsheet, so I can't tell you where other things were in the list. But I do have all the important stuff, which is 1 through 10 and number 11 for that bonus guess. So don't worry. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Sweet.
I even thought, maybe I send it to Bobby, but I hadn't gotten so far as to send Bobby a copy of the list yet. All right, put your hands on your buzzers and tell me your best answer to this. We asked 516 tadpoolers to name something you buy, or something. Let me start this over. We asked 516 tadpoolers to name something besides gas that you buy at a gas station.
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky. Show me beef jerky.
Yeah.
Number 4 answer on the board. 3 answers will beat it. Brian.
I'm gonna go with the number 1 answer. Soda.
Show me soda.
Damn it.
Number 1 answer on the board. Soda or pop, depending on what side of the Mississippi you're on. Number 1 answer, which means, Brian, you get control of the board, and you also get Lucky Phil as a participant.
Hold on, I got a question. I got a question for Phil.
Yes.
Do you call it soda or pop, or do you guys have your own thing, or what do you call it down there?
We just call it soft drink.
Oh,
Soft
all right.
drink, yeah.
You're okay. Well, a third description has entered the chat. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Is it 4 varieties that'll kill a man?
Is it
In
really
fact,
soft?
there was an ad for a flavored milk that we have over here, and the tagline was a soft drink. It ain't.
Oh,
Interesting.
well, that's
Flavored milk.
wow. I love the idea of advertising what it isn't. I think that's good.
Right.
Yeah, I'm into it. Is it carbonated though? This weird milk you're talking
No,
about?
and it wasn't carbonated meat either.
That's a shame.
It was for
Don't give away the answers on the board here.
it was for oak flavored milk.
Oh, all right. That sounds all right.
Oat flavored milk?
Yeah.
No,
Like
oak. O-A-K. O-A-K.
Oak
Yeah.
flavored milk.
That was the brand name.
Oh, okay. I thought it was milk that was flavored like oak.
like trees.
You
You even have oak trees? Jeez, it's all desert.
Oh, it tastes like wood.
And it would
And
taste
the
like
chicken
wood.
tastes like wood. All right. You guys have it then. You guys, I got the torch. You better light
Brian
it.
and Phil, we've got 8 answers left on the board. You guys have 1 point to Scott's 4, but let's see if you can get some points here.
We want to go for the easy points, Lucky Phil, or do we want to do some hard stuff? Because I got some more. What you got, Lucky Phil? You stop at the gas station?
I was thinking maybe energy drinks.
Well,
Okay,
That's not
energy
bad.
drinks, Okay,
yeah.
all right.
I like
Although, would that be classified under soda?
I
I
don't
would
know.
tell you
here-
if it was.
Okay, so
Oh.
it's not.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Interesting.
What do you guys call them? Are they gas stations or petrol stops, or what do you do?
No, we shortened the term service station to servo.
Ah, servo.
Servo.
I like
I
that.
love it.
That's a character.
So,
in
yeah,
a-
we're going to pop up to the servo for some meat pies and some chocolate oak.
Wow.
I love the fact that you guys like you shorten everything. Prezzies.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some prezzies, and then I'm gonna stop at the servo and pick up some prezzies.
Yeah.
I was thinking in the chat, Tom Servo, no, not Tom.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
All right.
And Tom
What are you going
Servo.
with? Are you going with yeah. Go
The
ahead.
ener-
You think the energy drinks, Phil?
Oh,
thinking-
I'm thinking so, yeah, maybe.
All right, let's roll with the servo. Let's stop and get some something to give us some pep in our step.
All right.
Sure. Show me energy drink.
Ooh.
Yeah. Energy drink it ain't. Number 2 on the list.
Hey, that's the
Sitting
good
up to
points,
3
yeah.
points.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, look at that.
Dunaway seemed hesitant, but you've proved him wrong.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right, you chuckleheads.
Maybe.
What else you got?
There's only
Just
one
before
answer
we
you
go
can
on,
give
I
me where I'm
see
gonna
in the
have to
chat
do a little
Mac
more.
Addict saying, learning some Australian slang. We also shortened bottle shop, as in liquor store, to bottle-o.
Bottle-o.
Bottle-o?
Bottle-o.
Yeah, the bottle-o.
The bottle-o. Okay, where are you
Bottle-o,
going?
double T, L apostrophe O, the bottle-o.
So that's how you know somebody got a problem. They're spending too much time at the bottle-o, you'd say.
Yeah, at the bottle-o, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
They're stuck in the bottle.
Yeah.
I got a weird question for you. I think about it every time I drive by one of these places, but I never look it up. And I don't know why, but they're all called ABC stores here where I'm at, and it's a package store. And I'm like, what?
Why is it called a package store? Yeah.
Yeah.
ABCs you see in Vegas a lot, but none of them
Alcohol,
have any-
beverage,
Yeah, we don't have
something.
them
I
either.
always assume. I'm probably wrong.
Oh, is
like I
that-
said, never put the effort into learning it.
I don't know what I assume it's just ABCs. Like, you get everything here. All your
easy,
ABCs.
everything from A to C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alcoholic beverages.
I have also
Colada.
I've only seen those in Vegas. Never seen them anywhere else.
Well, one of our big liquor store chains is BWS, Beer, Wine, and Spirits.
Oh, there
Actually,
you go.
I'll tell you, the term ABC is an abbreviation of Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission.
Ah.
Really?
Which operate liquor stores in the state. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? All right.
Mhm.
I get it. I
There
thought
we
it was
go.
something more cute, but no, it's pretty.
ABC.
One,
You're gonna be
2,
drunk,
3.
You'll see.
You'll drink all day.
Probably.
Dee,
All right,
dee.
where we're gonna stop back to the servo, and we got our energy drinks and our soda pop.
Yeah.
And I
What
guess we
about
stuck
coffee?
Ooh, some coffee. Yeah, let's drink some stuff while we're at the station. Yeah, let's get
I
some
like
coffee.
it. Look at all this
All right.
caffeine you guys are doing. This is great.
Coffee. All right. Show me. Let's do some coffee talk. Number 6.
Yeah, good
Oh.
points.
Nice.
9
Guys are
points for you guys.
Nice, Lucky Phil.
Destroying me here. All right.
Very good.
What else you got?
You got some more? You're doing pretty good. You got some more, Lucky Philip? Got some in my head.
That's where you get your
chips.
chips. You get your chips.
Chips. That's
Or
what I always
as you
said.
say, crisps.
Crisps.
Who says that? I say chips.
Yeah.
Who says crisps?
Yeah.
Everyone else.
Well, it differentiates
Yeah.
between fried potatoes, deep fried potatoes, and
Deep fried taters.
potato chips, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
over here,
crisp is a chip.
well, I mean, McDonald's calls it fry still, but we just call it hot chips. That's
Hot
what they
hot
are.
chips. Oh, I like
Hot
that.
chips.
I like
Actually, you call them chippos.
that.
Gotta get some
Chippies.
chippos.
Chippies. Oh,
Chippos.
Chippies. I like that idea too.
yeah, chippies is fun.
All right. Show me chips. Ahoy.
Damn.
Number 9 on the board.
Oh, those are
taking you
good
guys-
points.
Some good points.
Yeah.
18 points for Phil and Brian.
I think with points like this, we can just set things back for a bit. Yeah?
I think so, man.
you could
Scott's a chump.
throw some poop at the wall and see what sticks at this point. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we used to always get. Here's one that I don't think anyone would say in modern times, but man, you used to always have to pick up a magazine when you were at the gas
It's
station.
where
Just
you
don't
get
do
your-
that anymore.
you
It's
get
just
your
not something
porn.
you do, right?
I don't know. Some of them have them. We have these Mavericks near us. They have magazine racks still. They ain't got no pornography though. It's just like
Maps.
people and bullshit like that. So you want
What
to
do
do
you think, Lucky
magazines?
Phil? I know what I get whenever I go. I've got to have a protein bar, which is really just a candy bar. Who am I fooling?
You could say
Yeah,
candy
that's
bar.
a good one.
What do you think? Is a candy bar more likely though?
Although I think, to be honest, more people would probably get a pack of smokes while they're at the
Oh, okay.
server.
Yeah, let's get some smokes. That's
a
pretty
good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Means
All right.
Mhm.
smoking's
I like
down.
that better.
Death sticks. All right. Show me.
Or as we call them, a pack of durries.
Pack of Daris. Really? That's better than the.
Oh, we got slang terms for everything now.
That's
You really do. Durry, like D-U-R-R-Y, or how'd you?
D-U-R-R-I-E-S.
Yeah,
Durries.
D-U-R-R-I-E-S.
Love it.
Durries, a pack of durries.
All right.
You got a spare durry on you, mate?
Better than that.
Is it-
That F word that Zoe uses when she says it.
Is it? Do you like a Durham cigarettes or something? Is that where the name comes from?
Oh, I got no idea where that term comes from.
Durries. Yeah. All right. Show me cigarettes.
The smokes.
Number 7.
Damn it.
Nice. Lucky Phil, you're killing it.
Icor has a new name for cigarettes. Smokos.
Oh, I'm even here.
I like smokos.
Smokos.
I love that. That ought to get
Now,
titled
Smoko is actually what we call our smoke breaks.
Really?
Oh,
They're
really?
popping out for Smoko.
Smoko.
Really?
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe he knew that actually.
I need
don't
to-
know.
Actually,
I need to read
Brian, you're the music guy, and there's actually a song called "I'm on Smoko."
Really?
Oh, really? By who? Who
Yeah.
is that? Do you know?
Oh, it's by some redhead guy that's like he's like got a real
Australian Ed
West,
Sheeran.
westy working class sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The time has come. It's not oil, midnight oil.
Midnight
no.
Oil,
No.
The whole song's just a giant piss take. It's really quite funny.
All right.
Now here in the U.S., if you were smoking cigarettes, you always had to grab some gum while you were in there too. Is that
Ooh, gum.
is that what you've done at the
That's a
station?
good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm.
Go to the servo, get some gum. You have a gum? You have a nickname for
'Cause you're
gum?
not fooling anybody, but yeah.
What do you
Gum,
call?
by all means.
What do you call gum over there? Like a chewy, a cho-o, or
Should we-
what do you got?
Nah, we just call it gum.
Oh,
Oh.
gummo.
It's already shortening up.
I
Yeah,
know,
okay.
boring. I know.
Well, you're only one out of the 12 snacks you have weird names for, so I think
Right.
you're
Well,
good.
I mean, we shorten a lot of things, but it's gum.
Yeah, that's true.
Right,
It's already
right,
short.
right.
How
What
do
do
you
you-
shorten
Can't
gum?
make it too much shorter than that.
yeah, pick me up a pack of guh. It doesn't work that way.
All right. Show me gum. Did kind of get lumped into. Oh, there we go. Candy bar. I kind of lumped all those together. So gum, candy bar.
That's fine, I think.
But you were
Gum,
about to
candy,
go
candy
there
bar.
anyway with candy bar anyway. So
Yeah, that's a fair one.
3 answers left on the board. And I think, let's see, 28, 18 plus 5 is 23, 27. Scott's officially mathematically eliminated. So you've already won.
eliminated.
You've already won, Lucky Phil. True to your name. But let's keep this thing rolling. No strikes on the board.
None.
If we're talking about mostly American answers, because this wouldn't be a thing over here, would beer be?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Beer
Oh,
would
hell
be
yeah.
one absolutely in there. Yes.
Lots of beer. Well, it depends on the state and their laws, but yes, there's beer in gas stations for the most part. We have them, so I assume everyone else does. If Utah has them, if Utah has beer in their gas stations, I'll bet everyone does.
All right.
Everybody.
Show me beer.
Are those
number
alcoholic
10.
beverages? What, like White Claw and that kind of stuff? That's all I ever see anybody leave at a gas station with.
Yeah, I
White
feel
Claw.
like the gas stations probably have there's probably some subcategory of regulation where they can only have a certain by volume
Alcohol,
right.
Yeah, 3-2 or 5-0, nothing higher than that or something.
If I had to guess, just given the fact that it's a place people drive to, get gas, and drive away from, it just feels like
Yeah.
a thing where they'd have to watch that. But I don't know.
Yeah.
What do I know? All right. Well, you're about to clear the board. This is going to be insane if you do it.
That's right. 2 answers left. Oh my
Will
gosh.
this be the first time we've had a run just straight from the first to the end?
Well, you didn't quite have that. I got the first one, but
Yeah.
then I got
Yeah.
third.
Oh,
That's
that's
right,
true.
you did too,
That's
yeah.
true.
But this
Way
might
to
be
go.
the
Way to
first
blow it,
time-
Scott.
If you get these last 2, it might be the first time that you've done a run of 9 with 0 strikes for sure.
Yeah, that would be a record.
Well,
I'd
that
love.
would be a record,
You know
no
what?
strikes.
I'd love to see you guys get it personally.
No whammies. Stop. Let's see what else we have up here then.
Well, if sometimes, I mean, especially for older cars, you might need to replenish your oil.
Oil. That's a good one. Of course you need oil. It's the other gas before it becomes gas, right?
And of course,
Black
unless you
gold,
have your
that's
own, they're
steam.
also going to way overcharge for a shitty little funnel.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
I think the oil is a pretty good answer.
Yeah.
Either that or TP. Always seems like somebody's walking out of there with toilet paper for like
Ah,
single roll.
shit tickets.
Single roll.
Shit
Yeah.
tickets. Oh my gosh! Please tell me that's what you call them there. Is shit tickets? Please.
That's what we call them.
Bog
It's
roll,
not
right?
It's not as common, but it is a term over here. Shit tickets.
I'm just gonna start doing that.
Yes,
That's
bog
amazing.
Roll, bog roll is more of an England thing, right? Bog roll.
We call it bog roll too. Yeah.
You do, okay.
I'm
Bog
getting
roll.
And
next
we
time.
also call it TP.
Yeah. Well, next.
Yeah.
The next time Kim
Speaking of-
says, Scott, go get some toilet paper, I'm going to say, you mean shit tickets? I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
All
And
right.
she's gonna go, yes, Grosso.
Yeah.
And also the lottery was the only things I could think of. Do you think
Oh,
oil's the best
lottery
answer?
tickets.
That's also
All
a good
those-
one. I'm gonna leave it in your capable hands.
Mm-mm. No, sir. You got them all, and I even doubted you on the energy drinks. They ended up being number 2. But you said oil, so I'm gonna list. Unless you change it, I'm gonna blame that one on
the
you.
main reason I
I'm
went
picking
for energy drinks, I mean, I don't know how it is over there, but over here, it quite often there's a special on whatever brand it is
Yes.
per month in its cycles. So
Right.
one month it'll be Rockstars that are like 2 for a discounted price or 3 for a
Damn.
discounted price. The next month it goes to Rockstar.
I'm shocked at how universal our gas stations are. That
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
so it's
so
like,
weird.
what
Pick up some
ones am I
Monster.
getting? Oh, what's on special?
It brings us together more than it separates us, Brian.
So,
That way.
that's so true. All right. So what are you going with? What are you doing?
Lucky Phil, I think we should go with oil. What do you think?
Oh, I think maybe.
There's too much
Sure.
pressure. There's too much pressure now. No strikes. Give us the oil, Ibbot. Dadgummit
All right.
anyway.
Well, at the
Strike
moment, there's
oil.
no
Thank-
pressure at all, but I still don't want to
Okay.
screw up.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Show us oil.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh, so much for a
Shit.
perfect
Bunch.
game.
That's a whole roll of shit tickets right there.
Yeah.
That's right. Oil was said, but did not make the top 10.
All right.
Why don't you tell us where it was?
I'm going to. He will eventually.
Just kidding, he can't remember his list, remember?
19. Yeah, let's
There
say
you
number
go.
19.
We'll say
There
19. 19. 19. I love that
you go.
song.
No, 19.
That boy needs therapy. That's a different song, though, isn't it? Is it the same song?
It is a different song.
Oh, yeah. I love the boy needs therapy. I love that one. I'm going to go with, you guys didn't say it, but I'm going to think I'm pretty sure that lotto ticket thing's on here. Let's do lotto
Yeah.
tickets.
Show me lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet.
Oh.
Number 5 answer on the board.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to go with one that is my standard must have every time, and that is sunflower seeds.
Oh, nice.
Sure. All
Not
right.
corn nuts? Okay.
I like corn nuts, but I'll do sunflower. You know what? I'll get both, but I feel like sunflower seeds are going to be more popular if I had to guess.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Show me the big sunflower seeds.
Oh shit.
Oh, not even the pickle flavor. Dang it.
Oh man, it's the cracked
All right.
pepper you want to get though. Mm-mm.
Oh, the cracked pepper.
Yeah, it's the only kind that's good.
All right. One answer left on the board. Both of you with 2 strikes left. Phil, Brian, what do you got?
How about some dip? Yeah.
You're talking about tobacco, like
Tobacco?
teeth,
You're not
teeth
talking
and
Yeah.
about, French onion or
No,
sour
no,
cream
not
and
the gas
chive.
station. No, you got to get your little little tin of the dip
Mm.
your
so
little
you can stick
packet
it
of yeah.
in your lip.
Totino's cheese dip, not like that.
Right.
Be better for you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
No. How about chicken wings?
Okay. Is that where you're going with?
Yeah,
What
would
are
you-
you-
I'm
what are
gonna
you
no, I'm
going
gonna
with?
let Lucky Phil. I'm gonna let Lucky Phil.
Chicken wings from a servo?
Sure.
Mate,
Oh,
mate,
it's
mate,
not
mate,
as
mate,
universal
maybe over
as
there.
I
I
thought.
don't really see much.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't
Interesting.
recommend the wings. I also don't recommend
Has
the hot
anyone
dogs.
has
but-
anyone mentioned gum?
Yeah, we did go.
Yeah, we mentioned gum earlier. We got that. How about roller meat? You've got roller meat up there. down there?
Roller meat.
You know,
Roller
we're
meat.
like a hot dog.
Rolos.
Or a-
We'll
Does
get
it come
some
carbonated
Rolos
or-
at the servo.
Yeah, if you order Rolos down there, though, it's different than Rolos here. That's a candy here.
I've never heard of that in my life, mate.
Really? You guys don't have like hot dogs or sausage in a bun or any of that?
Oh yeah, hot dogs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
They're
But,
always on rollers and they're spinning around.
Now,
call
while
it
we
roller
while we
meat.
do have hot dogs, what's more common in Australian servos are meat pies and sausage rolls.
Yeah.
Oh.
Meat. Let's just say meat.
I'll
I
bet
think we're just settling on meat.
Yeah, I think Brian will let you do it if it's meat.
Why not? All right. Show me your meat.
Oh, they
Yeah, roller dogs,
Tubular
hot
meat.
dogs. Clearing the board.
I used to love a good. Now, when I say good, let me explain. I loved a good roller hot dog from a gas station, but there was only one gas station that I ever felt like had a good one. Everyone else is a shriveled up freaking little piece of shit you do not want to put in your mouth.
Yeah,
But some of them, when they take care of it and they rotate them and they get in there and make them good, still nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing.
Yeah.
Them rollers, them meat dogs. It's
And they've only been sitting out there for the past 12 and a half hours.
Yeah. Years in some cases, but anyway. All right, well, tell us. He obviously won, but what do you think about the rest of this list? What else did people submit?
Yeah, I don't know. Number 11 was Slurpees or Slushies or Ices. As far as beyond that, I don't know because that list is gone.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's okay.
I forgot you
COVID
didn't
happens.
have it. Yeah,
But,
COVID happens.
yeah, people said, I think magazines was on there.
Maps.
Maps probably was. Oil was on the list somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oil. So like oil for your car is what we mean, right? To top it off.
Yeah. Not Wesson.
Okay. Do you know if they had those big blue absorbent paper towels? I always like getting
Oh,
those.
shop towels.
Nobody mentioned those, but those are great. I use those here in my shop.
Yeah.
Those are I
Shop
can
towels.
wipe down my resin printer with those and not scratch up the vat. The
Because
plastic
they're so
vat.
gentle.
Like chamois
They
and
are.
that
They're
sort of
very
stuff.
gentle.
Yeah, always use
James.
it. And if you're going to use one, Brian, on your printer, always front to back every time.
Front to back. Wipe the printer from front to back.
That's right. Lucky Phil, you're so lucky you got one of these from Fletcher.
Congratulations.
That means these codes are yours. They are region free, which means they'll play anywhere. And I'm telling you, these are both winners. They're excellent games.
Been a pleasure, guys. Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
always
Lucky
fun
Phil, thank you so
hanging
much.
with you. We'll see you later, man.
Cheers.
Yeah, big thanks all the way. Also, going
All
out.
the way.
Big thanks all the way. High five, number one. Going out to Nighttime Visions for sending these codes.
It's fantastic. Brian Dunaway, please tell the folks on what we're doing on Friday at 1:30 Mountain Time for Play Retro. What's the game we're covering?
Well, what Friday we're gonna look? We're gonna head to the hospital for Scott's stroke. We're gonna play Theme Hospital. It's gonna be great. I've never actually played it, and I'm getting a late start this week, so I'm playing a lot of Theme Hospital tonight and tomorrow. I haven't decided if I'm gonna play it on the PlayStation or if I'm gonna do the DOS version. I didn't have time to load up my Windows 95 machine, but maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. I am looking forward to it though. It's an important entry in the theme.
Theme park, theme hospital,
theme. There's other ones, but like
Bullfrog did a great job.
Yeah,
that same series. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Simant, like all these amazing games of that time. This is one of the best, and there's a bunch of games now that are kind of based on it, like 2 Point Hospital and this other new one I forgot the name of. Anyway, we'll talk all about that on Friday. Yes, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I found it. It's just okay. I found an HD version. The community has built an HD version called Korath, I believe, Korath Hospital, and it looks pretty cool. It's got a bunch of quality of life improvements and maybe some multiplayer. I haven't gotten that far yet.
I believe in your ability to do it though, and have full
Gonna
coverage
dig
ready
deep.
by Friday. Yeah, it's going to be great. Brian Dunaway, kiss our butts, and we'll see you on
you.
that day. Bye. All right, he's out of here. I wanted to share something real quick because I'm just feeling like I need to. I'm going to put this, and it's nothing serious, but I'm going to put this in Discord so you can see it. If anyone, so this is Van at a park yesterday, an amusement park, and he's on a ride. And he's with some girl, right? Just some girl.
Yeah. Oh, this is great.
And he's 5 and whatever. If anyone ever really, really wanted to know, like down to the thread, what I looked like at 5 years old, that's the kid right there. That stupid hat. The goofy glasses,
yeah.
painting my nails dark because I thought that was cool. Wearing a goofy shirt that doesn't match my pants. She had me.
That is hilarious.
And now he's got this new little friend.
Really
She was so cute with him because he couldn't get his belt thing right, so she's helping him. And
he matches the ride. Like there is some serious animals going on here with the whole the glasses and the shirt match. He and the ride match, the colors of the ride, like recreated on his hat. Like, and he is intense. Like he is waiting for.
He's all in, dude. He's waiting for something scary, or he doesn't know what. I mean, he had a great time, but he's just a dork, and he does not give a shit. This look.
Yeah.
He loves it. He's like, I don't care who doesn't like it. I'm wearing it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, good for him.
So if you ever wanted to time machine me when I was 5, that's it right there. I had a whole set of those stupid Gilligan hats back then. My mom got
Did you
me.
really? The bucket hats?
Yeah.
Those are great.
I wore them all the time.
Hats at all.
I agree. Real bucket head I was. All right. They also fit better because my head was so huge. Anyway, we're going to take a break. When we come back from this break, we'll be joined by Nicole Spagnolo and our friend Randy Jordan to do a little bit of recommendals, but we can't do any of that stuff until Brian has his way with us. Brian, tell us.
Yeah, this band, I feel like Tommy recommended these because this is a band called Them Guns. These guys are Definitely some heavier rock stuff, which I think you're going to like. This is about getting on a plane right before a worldwide nuclear disaster. The only survivors are the people who were aboard airplanes at the time of the incident. When they make it to their destination, they arrive to a completely different existence, explains Navarone. Oh, I like the lead singer of Them Guns is a guy named Navarone. Garibaldi Garcia, the band's lead singer and guitarist. This is so good. These guys, this is a single. I don't know if they've got an album coming out, but enjoy this. Here's a band called Them Guns and Acid Plane.
Go, 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 shout. It's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. We gonna sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fucking about the birthday.
It's my giant underpants!
Oh, the chaos. Hey, that was a cool song, and I'll bet Brian will tell us what it was again so we can all go grab it.
I'll tell you again. I'll tell you because now you've heard it and you can say, wait a minute, Brian, what was that you just played? That's a band called Them Guns and a brand new song from them called Acid Plane. Go check them out wherever you get your fine music.
That is great. I love it. Now, let's see if Randy and Nicole are around.
Well, we got Tom first.
Oh, shit. What am I thinking? We got to add Tom to the call.
We want Tom.
Yeah, what's wrong with me? Hold on here. Ace Detect. There he is. Got all turned around there. Okay.
I didn't know if you had something else in mind today. But
No. I'm glad you said that because I was just getting ahead of myself.
Turn on studio.
Oh, hello.
We want Tom.
I hear him talking to his A word. Hey, look, everybody. It's Tom Merritt. He is joining us like he does every Wednesday to talk about some tech. And you do just like I do.
Everyone's studio.
Well, I have the same exact call word when I come in here. I turn on my lights and everything. Yeah. So, but I didn't hear it because I have headphones on, so everything's fine.
Oh, good.
None the wiser over there, that stupid little box. Anyway, hey, it's Tom. Tom, welcome back to the show. What's going on in the world of technology today?
Do you want a friend?
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
That's what I thought.
I do
Brian?
too, yeah. Please.
Who doesn't want a friend?
Nobody.
I want one that comes in a box.
Well, good. You can get one in a box for $99 that you wear around your neck.
Whoa.
Oh, good.
Uh-oh, I don't know what. This is like those weird rabbit people or whatever or something like that. You know what I'm talking
Weird
about?
rabbit people?
Yeah,
No.
the one with the little thing that was like a phoneless AI assistant that now.
Sorry. You meant. I do know what you're talking about.
You meant a little
When you
rabbit
said weird
around
rabbit
people's
people, my mind went somewhere entirely different.
Yeah, I was totally visualizing rabbits around people's
Yeah.
neck.
I'm like, oh, are these your friends, Scott? Do you see them? I see them too.
Are they in the room right now? Yeah.
Yeah. No, yes, it is like Rabbit or Humane. There's a few others of these screenless AI devices. Friend, I think, is interesting because it's not trying to do anything really. It's $99, so it's like not crazy expensive. It's a pendant. It connects to your phone by Bluetooth. It will listen to you all the time and use a little bit of algorithmic magic to try to understand what's going on with you. You can tap it and start talking to it. It will respond in an app. So you have to have your phone out to see what it has to say in response. And it may proactively talk to you sometimes. So if it knows that you're, about to go on stage for a big presentation, which it might know because it's listening to you, it might send you an in-app thing of like, hey, good luck. You're going to do great on the presentation.
Yeah.
So that's it. It's not trying to be a therapist. It's not trying to do anything but keep you company. That's
Really? So really just a friend. Just a friend.
Yeah. It is an AI friend you can talk to. The pitch, the startup pitch, because they're getting like $2.5 million of funding or something, is that there this many people are lonely, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's how they're trying to say they'll sell this. But yeah, $2.5 million funding, $50 million. But they're like, we know people are lonely. We want to give them a friend. So this is it.
Why not have your friend dangling around your neck? Here's what I'd ask you though. Like this sort of thing interests me if I can talk to it and do things like, what time's my appointment this afternoon? And it will say, beep, 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 beep. We think it's at 4. It's not going to do that, is it?
No.
Nope. Just
No.
a friend. You're just friends.
I have enough friends. I'm good. I don't need it.
But yeah, earlier you said you always wanted a friend.
Yeah, that's
perhaps
true.
not for $99.
No, it's a little pricey for that. But also,
Actually, you can ask that, and it says you should use your phone and Google that friend.
yeah. Here's what I found on the web. It'll say every time.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually interested how it reacts if you try to get it to like, when's my meeting or anything. But this company from Avi Schiffman that's making Friend originally wanted to create a thing called Tab that would help you transcribe meetings and things like that. So it was a little more of what you're talking about, a little more of a productivity aid. That was going to be $600. But they pivoted. They're like, you know what? I don't think that works. Maybe they saw what happened with Humane or even with Rabbit. But yeah, they say that while it is always listening, it is not storing things. So it is really just training itself. So it's not keeping recordings of you. You have full control over any of its texts that it sends. You can delete them at any time. It's just a friend, constant companionship.
If you went on a date with somebody you met on Tinder or something, and you saw them across the table wearing one of these, I feel like it might be a slight red flag. I might see that and go, oh, they're talking to their little necklace friend all day.
So what you're saying is don't take your friend on your date.
Yeah. Leave your friend at home. That's what I say.
I think that's always good advice.
Third wheel.
Yeah. Third wheel. I love that. Yeah. I think I will say this, though. So this I don't think is for me. But I'm interested in the future of rings, watches, jewelry, otherwise a pendant, whatever. These sorts of ideas for having very smart little devices that also interact with your phone well and all of that. That's interesting to me. I want them to be more productivity based or more like the smartwatches are attempting to do, perhaps. But the idea that I could get like a good ring and then just raise my hand and go, remind me what time I'm having lunch with my mom, and have it go, boop, you have that set for whatever. Like that kind of thing is interesting to me, and have it be smart enough to say, hey, take a note and send it to my email, and the kind of AI stuff I'm looking for. I'm all for that.
The thing is, you can do that with earbuds, right?
That's true, yeah.
Especially with Apple Intelligence and Gemini, you can just talk to your phone and say that is the use case of Gemini and Apple Intelligence, right? Is they're going to be able to do that. So you don't need another device to do that. I feel like we're in the Chumby era of these sort of AI devices where but the Chumby, if anybody doesn't remember, was a little device that connected to the web and had a limited amount of information that it could deliver to you. But it was sort of the forerunner of the Echo Show or the Google Home, and I think we're in that era of, we know there's something here in a screenless AI device that can listen and understand our language, but everybody's trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah, I'm curious though. We'll see. The Rabbit thing kind of fell flat, right? Nobody really.
Yeah, Rabbit, Humane fell way flat. That was the pin. Rabbit had a lot of people excited about it when it first was announced, but then the shipping product disappointed a lot of folks. There's also one called Limitless. There's one called Bee AI that are still being developed. Those are more along the lines of productivity and assistance. I think Friend caught my eye because it really is just saying like, hey, you know what? These things aren't quite capable of all the promises that Rabbit and Humane wanted. So what if we just had them do what they're good at, which is chat?
Yeah, they are good at that.
Like, you really, set the bar low, and we can achieve it. We can accomplish it instead of having to have some lofty, we'll do everything for you assistant.
I just thought of something I would use this for, hanging around my neck. If it was good at this, I don't know if it is, but if I said to it, hey, Sheila, or whatever the name is, could you please give me a Zork-like adventure game experience? So you tell me I'm at a crossroads, and you're facing, which way would you like to go? Like, you let me do that on just like I'm out walking, walking the dog.
The game Ducey did with us at TMS Vegas, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I do that in a heartbeat.
Stuff. Yeah.
In a heartbeat, I would buy that for $99. But I don't know that they're promoting that. I don't think that's a thing it can do, as far as I know.
I think it could. They are not promoting it. You're right, but it's just an LLM from what I can tell. So I don't know why it wouldn't be able to do that, right?
LLMs are good at that. That's one of their strengths.
Yeah.
Although you can break them pretty easy.
It would be a little awkward because it's not talking to you yet. It's just sending texts. So you'd have to hold your phone. That's kind of my biggest drawback with this is that I can't hear it. I want it to be sending to my earbuds, text to voice. There's no reason why it shouldn't be able to do that. They just haven't bothered making it do that. And then I could just talk to it the way you talk to an assistant. And suddenly, it becomes fun. This is fun. And I think it's hard to wrap your head around that.
Yeah.
because we want these things to be useful to justify spending. But then $99, it's a little pricey for what it does, but it also is not the $600, the $1,000 that we've seen with some of these other devices.
Yeah, I mean, if they came out and said this thing for $100 will play Zork with you, the value just went up for me. Like, I'd suddenly go,
I don't see why it won't.
Yeah, probably. It probably will. It's just not a sales point for them, right? They're aiming for a different market.
Well, I don't really. I've read one TechCrunch article about this so far, and then looked at their website. They do seem to pitch it more as like chatting with a friend. Now, again, not therapy, but sort of like do you think I'm being crazy? My friend's been, Scott says that I wasted my money on you, or whatever. Yeah. Right? You could just talk to it.
Yeah. Bobby Frankenberger says ChatGPT can do that for you now for free. That's true, but I'm not in a ring around my neck. I mean, that's my point. Is there's an interface
that's what all
aspect.
Of these are.
Yeah.
All of these are doing things that ChatGPT can do.
Right.
And who knows if the slightly delayed Apple Intelligence will be able to do that over our earbuds, our AirPods. So as we're walking, we can be like, okay, walk towards the pond. What do I see?
Yeah, Gemini should be able to do that too. Mm-hmm. So it's just a matter of. In some ways, this may end up being more of a fashion statement of like, I like having my friend around my neck. Right? There's a bond that you have to it, kind of like a Tamagotchi, right? You can play Tamagotchi on an app,
sure,
but it's not the same as having the little Tamagotchi live inside the thing. So, there's something to the form factor. I think.
This is for the rich kids in school who will drive you nuts with their freaking necklace that talks to them. That's what this is going to be. Well, anyway,
rats with their friends.
Watch for that. We'll be talking about that more today, among other many subjects, on the Daily Tech News Show for a Wednesday. I can't wait for it. It's at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, everybody. If you haven't written that down in your schedule already, maybe tell your little necklace that it's at that time, and maybe it'll tell you, remind you. Who knows?
It'll say, that's great. Good luck listening.
Yeah. But I'd look forward to that, and also anything else Tom might be cooking up. You got anything else you want to mention?
We're on our way. We're on our way to funding Synced, my book on understanding technology. I have finished a draft of the manuscript, so it is in the hands of Unbound. If you don't want to miss out on being the first to get synced, you're going to want to go to tomsnewbook.com. We have entered that stage of the promotion where it's no longer please help us, but like we're going to fund this thing. So if you want to be in on the first wave, and you don't have to, you can wait for it to come out. You'll still be able to buy it whenever. But if you want to be the person that's like, I got it in my hands right away, head to tomsnewbook.com.
That is fantastic. Is Will is still part of this, working with you on it or something?
Yeah. He's still the CEO of Unbound. We had him on Daily Tech News Show last Friday, talking about some of the bug squashing that they've had to do at the website. So that's another thing. If you've tried to order before and then it was a little buggy, which I know it was that way for a couple of you, they have squashed a bunch of those bugs. So go give it a shot again.
Awesome. Will Harris is a cool dude, and Tom's even cooler. Tom, have a fantastic day. We'll see you at 2. Enjoy your afternoon. Bye now.
See you, Tom.
Okay.
All right.
I got to check with Will, because if I do this children's book Carter and I are working on, I would rather work with people I know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
And I think he's still a regular TMS listener. We didn't see him in Vegas this year, but Will's awesome. No. Great guy.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I doing? Now we're doing the thing I was going to do earlier. We're going to add Randy and Nicole to the call, which makes perfect sense, right? Let's see. Shows Nicole being offline, but we'll see what that means. That's pretty typical. We show Nicole offline, and then later she's online, and we just
magic of Mark.
We just make do.
Well, what do you recommend?
Well, that music indicates one thing and one thing only. Time for us to recommend stuff from streaming services that we've all seen and think you might like as well. Joining us right now, at least to start, we have Randy Jordan. Hi, Randy.
Good morning stream. Hi, how are you?
Hi,
I'm fine.
good.
My coffee is so good this morning. The weather's so beautiful. Yesterday, along the coast, like of Central California, the high temperature was like 60 degrees Fahrenheit, like 15 C.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable. I was like, I'm entertaining myself by browsing the weather in Pismo Beach. It's just
I love
amazing.
the name. I love the name Pismo. Have I ever talked about
Pismo,
that?
yeah.
It's just such a great name. People are like, "Where are you going?" I'm going to Newport, or I'm going to whatever fancy beach name you got. Then there are people that go to Pismo.
Pismo.
It's amazing.
I like Zuma. I'm a fan of Zuma.
Yeah.
Beach.
Zuma Beach
I
is
keep
cool.
having family and friends who vacation all up and down the coast there, and like every day this summer has been posts out of Santa Cruz, and I think Santa Cruz is a great name. I don't know why.
Well,
Santa
I'm with you. Today it was as cold. Let's see, where's my weather for today? Salt Lake City was mind-bogglingly nice this morning. It was like 58 to 60 in the morning, 77 today. We are going to have a high of 90, so that kind of sucks. But whatever.
Yeah. We're mid 90s all week for like the next 7 days. Mid 90s.
You know what's
Point
worse?
is really nice. It's a great summer. I'm doing well. And Scott, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing great. I got stuff. I got things. Everything's great. Everything's going great. Hey, we're gonna get started even though Nicole isn't here yet. I pinged her. I don't know where she's at. So for
We can
now,
always bring her in later on if we need to.
yeah, not a problem. Let's start with Brian and his pick for the week. Brian, what do you got going here?
Sure. This is a series that I had just been hearing so much about and finally said, all right, it's time to watch it. And it's got some accolades, and it's even gotten enough accolades to where people consider that the fact that the leads were not nominated for Emmys to be snubs. They consider that snubs. So then I had to watch it.
Yeah.
So,
All right. I like a good snub because it's like an underdog. You want to fight for him,
Exactly. Yes.
All right. Well, let's play it and see what you got.
Welcome to Espanola Passive Living. We think it's important for Elizabeth to know that we're not just coming in here and tearing down her current home to make a profit. We're doing it for the environment. I don't know if you're aware of how energy inefficient your previous accommodations were. Do you know?
No.
I mean, you mentioned you've been cold in the winters, right?
Yeah.
Really cold. So it's because your house was extremely energy inefficient. So we're knocking the whole thing down and we're building one of these there. And this is a fully passive home. It's going to control the temperatures really well. It's not going to have any waste. It's completely net zero.
I didn't know the houses were bad for the earth, but these guys are going to fix the problem.
We are so thankful to you for being part of this experience and allowing us to really make our vision clear. And it really is people like you that are the change we wish to see in the world, in the words of Gandhi. So
I'm very curious about this, in the words of Gandhi. In fact, let me say it the way Gandhi would. Please tell me more.
Yes. Oh, very good. Absolutely. Yes. Those voices you heard there were Nathan Fielder and Emma Stone. They are the absolute cringiest couple you'll find on television right now on a show called The Curse. This is a very dark comedy with a little bit of psychological thriller and drama mixed in there. It's a satire a little bit on HGTV shows. That what you heard was really a clip from the show Flipanthropy.
I thought we were listening. You were going to recommend a reality show.
That's what I thought. That really sounded like it.
Because it was supposed to. Yeah, it's supposed to. It is a parody, and that's really like the only clip of the show within a show that you ever really get on The Curse. The Curse really focuses on this couple, Asher and Whitney, who moved to Espanola, New Mexico, and with the intent of starting a reality show on HGTV and building these homes that are giant mirrors. Basically, they are giant mirror boxes reflecting everything.
Yeah.
And it's co-written by Benny Safdie, who also appears on the show. You know him from also co-writing not Shortcuts. What was the one with Adam Sandler, the Diamond.
Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems. Man, Randy and I know that stupid TikTok meme. I hate it so much.
I'm glad I don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, he co-wrote this with Fielder and Stone, and he's also very cringy in this show. It is, this is one of those things that you watch with the expectation that you're not going to like the three main characters very much, but you're going to like all the other people around them. And there's some great side characters around who are kind of affected and in sometimes negative ways by these three main characters who really have more of a drive. Emma Stone's character, Whitney, really just wants this reality show to work, even more than she wants her marriage to work, really.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nathan Fielder's character is like more of a pushover kind of thing, and Benny Safdie's got his own determinations as well. It does center around or starts around a curse that's cursed on the couple, or specifically on Asher. I won't spoil anything about that, but that's such a weird catalyst and then B or even C level story in the whole thing. You're really focusing on these two, this couple, and their drive to get these passive homes, which are apparently like living in a thermos. It sets it at a temperature. You don't even need air conditioning. You don't need heating because it always maintains the perfect temperature on the inside, because the outside is basically like you're in a tinfoil baked potato house.
Weird. This is such a weird concept. Everything about this sounds crazy to me. Like
it is absolutely crazy. It is entertaining. There are some definite laugh out loud moments, and there's 10 episodes, and it gets super Twin Peaksy in the 10th episode. There's a little bit of that with all the people around, but my gosh, the 10th episode was such a shift in tone and feeling for the whole thing that it prompted Christopher Nolan to reach out to the director. Who did he call? Let's see. He contacted Benny Safdie and said, after the finale, saying, "How did you guys do that in regard to the 10th episode?"
Really?
And this is a guy who did Inception and Batman and all these other things, saying, "How the hell did you guys do that?" And I actually would love to know that too, because that 10th episode is such an incredibly amazing stunt payoff that I don't know how they did it.
All right,
either.
You sold me there.
Yeah. Imagine the of all directors who call you and say it, like that must be the ultimate compliment. He's never going to be able to match that. That's
never
amazing.
going to be able to match that. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. Now this is streaming on Paramount Plus. It was a Showtime thing, so if you have that combo, the Showtime Paramount Plus streaming combo, but it is on Paramount Plus. So if you've got that, you can watch it. I don't know if you can watch it without paying the Paramount Plus. Is there a free level of Paramount Plus? Maybe there isn't anymore.
They don't. They have it's all. Yeah, they have paid versions that are cheaper with commercials, and then they have a full no ad deal.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll also get a great appearance by Dean Cain playing, I think, Dean Cain, even though his character is Mark Rose. This feels like it might just be who Dean Cain is now.
Is he a giant dick like he is in real life?
Kind of is a little bit of a giant dick.
Cool.
You get Corbin Burnson in this thing, and you get the most. Oh man, I don't know. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because I want Scott specifically to see this and say, "Oh, why didn't you tell me about that?" I'm not gonna tell you anything more about it.
Okay.
But,
all right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Emma Stone is fan-freaking-tastic in this. She should have absolutely gotten an Emmy nomination for this. She did get a Golden Globe nomination for this role. She's
too busy getting Oscars. She's just
too busy with the Oscar things for with the Xanthamos or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
This is, again, one more time, it's called The Curse. It is great, but it's dark. It's a dark comedy. already, but you'll love it.
I'm
and
very
it's currently
curious.
on Paramount Plus.
Here's what stopped me like months ago when I looked at this briefly. It's on Google, it's got a user score of 57%. On Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score is even lower. It's like 43%. But I never noticed the Rotten Tomatoes tomatometer score 94%.
Yeah.
And I just never noticed that, or I would have absolutely watched it already.
It seems like it's the kind of thing that if you are an audience member who can't do the cringe, you're not going to know what to do with this. It's one of those shows.
I think if people are watching this expecting to see the Emma Stone that they know and love from rom-coms and things like that, they're not going to get that, and it probably is a little bit of a scary turn-offy thing for them.
Yeah,
but if you like these great, weird, complicated roles that Emma Stone has been taking lately with, especially Poor Things. My gosh, what a great role for her. Then you'll like this.
All right.
I
feel like I want to see it.
Yeah,
I got the Paramount Plus. I think Paramount Plus just comes with Showtime now. That's just they're all together.
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah.
They're like buddies. They hang out. They sleep together, as it were. Randy, let's swing over to you then and talk about your clip. Anything you want to say before I play it?
It's a big movie. It's come to streaming.
All right,
and everybody should see it because it's good.
All right,
and you're about to hear the most of the cast getting yelled at because they crashed 17 cars or whatever.
All right, let's find out what's going on there.
3 lampposts, 2 parked Priuses, an entire fleet of rental bikes. That is a lot of damage.
Yeah, but you can't have a sewer dragon flying around Soho like it's Middle Earth.
You have someone hanging out the side of a moving vehicle, firing a laser gun indiscriminately.
Laser gun? What? That's a proton pack.
It's a weapon.
A weapon of science.
It's completely safe.
Not completely safe. It's a portable proton accelerator.
How old are you?
I'm 18. I'm an adult.
I'm not talking to you. Her.
15.
A minor. We don't let kids become cops. We don't let them fight fires. And we certainly don't let them become Ghostbusters.
I'm sorry. Mr. Mayor, may I approach the bench?
Do you see a robe? I am not a judge.
That's Penis Guy, right? From the first.
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Yes. Very, very well spotted. This is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, the latest entry in the new Ghostbusters series. And my gosh, it's such a good movie. I'm recommending it because I watched it for the second time. I'd seen it when it was in theaters. I think it's real rare for me to go see a movie in theaters. So I was about to say the only, but that's not true. Anyway, loved it when I saw it when it was in theaters. As soon as it hit Netflix last week, I rewatched it, and it's just great. Like, if you haven't seen it, you absolutely should. But if you have, watch it again. Like, I caught all kinds of things on my second watch of this movie that I just found very, very entertaining.
So you seem to be among the 83% or so of audience members who enjoyed it, as opposed to the 42% of critics who gave it, pretty average reviews.
I do not know what they're on. That is, it's the opposite of what we were just talking about, right? So there's some things where the critics love it and the audiences don't. I usually like those.
Right.
And then there's things where the audiences love it and the critics don't, and those are always scary for me. I can name a bunch of them where I'm like, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
But then every now and then there's a movie like Suicide Squad where the audiences liked it way more than the critics, and I'm like, that's because the critics don't know what they're doing. And this is a perfect example of that.
Interesting. I don't know why I've been so weird and hesitant to watch either of the two new. I haven't seen the other one either.
You haven't seen the other one either. Yeah,
No.
you need to see both.
You do.
I feel like they figured out the secret sauce of how much fan service is the right amount, and then how do you fill the rest of it with really good story and great characters. And oh my gosh, the new batch of actors in this thing are great.
So you really do need to watch Afterlife first.
Yeah.
You will really not have any of the ongoing story if you don't. And what I found on my rewatch was that it was the ongoing story of all the relationships between all these characters that was really heartwarming to me. So please watch Ghostbusters Afterlife. Ghostbusters Afterlife might be a better movie to you than this one. When you talk to people, there's some that think Afterlife is really great, and then this one is a little bit of a step down. And there's other people that are like, oh, Afterlife, it's just all a big setup to get the OG Ghostbusters on into the packs, and that wasn't so great. And then this is a better movie because it's a more complete movie. Afterlife tells a very small story, and this movie tells a huge story. It's a number of stories.
Does Dan Aykroyd, is he full on Ray? Because I love Ray. You know?
Yeah. Yes.
Of course he is. Yeah.
All
yes.
right.
That's yes.
You know what I mean, though? Like he's got to be full-throated Ray for me to be.
Yes.
Okay.
And Afterlife, by the way, is currently streaming on Apple TV, and looks like it might even be Hulu as well.
I see it on Fubo right now. And
Fubo as well. Yeah.
If that. Wasn't that short for football? I don't understand anything anymore.
Football.
Anyway, the point is, a writer named Gil Kennan, a British guy, was given the opportunity of a lifetime to restart the Ghostbusters, and he wrote Afterlife, and then Younger Reitman directed it. Right?
Yeah.
Then they let Gil Kennan direct this one, and this guy gets it, in my opinion. He really understands what you're supposed to be doing with these characters and this weird alternate universe where Ghost exists and all this stuff. And he gets the comedy of it, like, because it's not beat you over the head comedy, especially Afterlife. Afterlife is very subtle comedy, and it's all riding on Paul Rudd as the everyman who's observing the weirdness. And this movie just really takes it places. And the places is New York City, where the Ghostbusters belong. And I want you to watch these. Please hurry up. It's time.
Yeah. I need to just watch these damn things. It's nice to hear I can watch both, so that's good.
And you can watch them both back to back, which is actually, I think, a better way to watch it than, separated by several years. So good thing you waited, Scott.
Sure. And that weird bird-looking kid's in it from your Stranger Things. What's his name? Wolf Byhard.
Yeah, he's got a great name. That's why we were talking on Film Sack about actors' names, and I almost brought him up. That's like you just get to. Kumail Nanjiani is in this movie also, and I'm like, you have the best name, man.
Yeah, that guy was born with a good one for sure.
They put a bunch of straight up comedic actors in this movie to fill in all the comedic edges. So you got Patton Oswalt, you got James Acaster, who can do no wrong, in my opinion. And so like I say, the people making these movies really understand what the connective tissue is across this entire universe, right? The original Ghostbusters was 3 comedic actors and Ernie Hudson, and, and I just can't. I'm sorry. I will never let go of the fact that the Ghostbusters starts out as 3 people, and it feels like halfway through the movie they shoehorn in the black guy.
Oh, they absolutely did. But here's what's funny: the joke's on them. If you look at Bill Murray or Dan Aykroyd, they both look like they're about to fall over dead. You look at freaking Ernie Hudson, who is now in his 70s.
Yeah.
I don't know what that dude's eating.
Black don't crack.
He is amazing looking for his age.
We said this. We talked about Beverly Hills Cop 2 weeks ago, and how good Eddie Murphy looks compared to everybody else. And, that's the secret sauce right there.
And he's, as far as I know, he's older than like Close Talker. Eddie Murphy is
Judge Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold, and Judge Reinhold looks 1,000 years older than Eddie Murphy. Don't know what the hell's going on there. Anyway,
as you know, my overarching philosophy for recommendals is watch something that makes you happy. Like you should be, entertaining yourself when you seek out your entertainment. This is very, very entertaining, and it's fun, and it'll leave you feeling good, and it won't keep you up at night and give you bad dreams.
Oh, well, good. All of those things are welcome things, All right, let me get to mine. This is a movie that is old, and it is on Max, and it's one I've always meant to see and just never had. And so I was very excited to sit down and watch this, and it's funny what it ended up coinciding with without my knowledge. I'll get to that in a second, but here's a clip from my film.
I believe is seeing another woman.
No, really?
I'm afraid so.
I am sorry.
Mr. Giddis, please, do you think we could discuss this alone?
I'm afraid not, Mrs. Mulray. These are my operatives, and at some point they're going to have to assist me. I can't do everything myself.
Of course not.
Now, what makes you certain that your husband is involved with someone?
That's a nice way of saying it, Jack. That is Jack Nicholson talking to Faye Dunaway in the film Chinatown, which came out in 1974. And, I'd always been told this was like one of the great gangster movies of all time, and it was worth seeing. And despite what we may think these days of Roman Polanski, it was one of his better films. So I thought, all right, I'm going to finally do it. It's on Max. No excuse. Let's just watch it. And I really liked this movie a lot. And it felt like a movie that was made yesterday. If you didn't know any better, it's filmed so well and so beautifully. And the transfer on Max is pretty good. The audio is pretty good. That it doesn't feel like an early 70s film. It feels like something that someone just made with a very young Jack Nicholson and a very young Faye Dunaway. But they're excellent in it. All of the Oscar nominations and wins this movie got were deserved. It's old school in some ways, like an old noir from the 40s in some ways. And then in other ways, it's got its own ideas and its own crazy ending and its own twists. And I won't say more than that for anyone who wants to see it and never has. I think it's worth seeing for the first time without much spoiler. Yeah. But Jack Nicholson puts one of his best performances forward. He's very good in it. Faye Dunaway was always good. Even in Mummy Dearest, which everyone makes fun of, she was really good in that role.
Oh, yeah.
The movie's got issues, but she was great in it.
Yeah, a little over the top, but it's what it kind of needed to be in that role.
Yeah. And we got Diane Ladd in this thing. John Huston's in it, famed director and actor John Huston. He plays a real douchebag. But anyway, it is... James Hong shows up. Looking just like regular James Hong as usual. He just looks like he's going to be here forever. He's amazing. Love him.
Nice.
And I really, really liked it. So here's the weird thing it coincided with. I didn't know HBO was releasing a documentary about Faye Dunaway called, I think it's just called Faye. Actually, let me look that up.
I didn't know that either. Did you watch it?
I did. Right after I saw Chinatown, I went, let's just roll into this. And let's see if I can find it. It is called...
It's called Faye. Yeah, look
Faye. At that. Yeah, there it is, Faye. I didn't know much about her other than I always tease Brian Dunaway about being related to her somehow or whatever. But
I forget about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like an actress of the Sandra Bullock of her time or something, or more like more like Sharon Stone of her time, or more like even Charlize Theron style actress of the time. And it turns out I was right about those assumptions because I didn't know this, but her and Sharon Stone in particular have this like massive friendship that they've had forever. And she used to just worship her. When she was coming up, she was like, well, I want to be like Faye Dunaway. She's the actress I want to be like. Anyway, that was really interesting. But they had a whole section of this thing that talked about Chinatown. And that was interesting to get some behind the scenes stuff. Apparently Jack Nicholson, according to her, is one of the nicest, most supportive actors you can work with in Hollywood. I don't know if that's still true now that he's a lumpy old, potato. But she says he was the most gentlemanly, kindly, help everybody what everybody needs, not rude to the help, all that stuff. She speaks of him very highly, which is ironic because a lot of people think that she was very difficult to work with.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of stories about that. And there's also her admitting to it. And then you're going to get a better understanding. She got diagnosed with bipolar way late in life. And her son, who's also an actor, is in this a bunch. And he talks. It's a very, it's not the word flattering. This isn't all flattering, but it's a very loving look at a career that has some controversy. But this is mostly about talent rising to the occasion. Her work on Network, that movie's still amazing. Network's amazing.
Oh, so good. I'm not going to take it anymore.
And then at the point where women there's a whole subtext of this thing about women hit a certain age and the roles just drop like flies, and how she tried to navigate that. And I thought it was really interesting. So I realize this is kind of a double recommendal. I didn't mean it to be, but one led to the other. And I think that's actually a really fun way to see Chinatown. Watch Chinatown. You're in the same app. Just move right over to this Faye thing, and you'll get a very interesting look at her. And she's incredible in Chinatown. There's a scene in there where I watched it where Jack Nicholson smacks her really hard, and I went, "That looked real."
And how'd you feel about Roman Polanski himself slicing into Jack Nicholson's nose?
Yeah, he's the knife-wielding psychopath who cuts his nose. I felt like he didn't. I mean, he was obviously really young, so it's like he doesn't look like he does now. But it was like, oh, okay, that's the cameo you gave yourself. Good Lord. But
it's no Hitchcock walking the dog.
No,
that's for sure.
It's not quite the same. But anyway, later on, so I see this Faye thing, and they talk about the slap, and I went, oh, cool. I get to find out if that was real or not. Sure enough, they did fake takes, and she says, this isn't working. You need to hit me. And he's like, I don't. Wow. And Jack goes, I don't want to hit you. I don't want to hurt you. And she says, I need this for this moment. This character needs it. We need this. So please hit me. And he says, well, I'm going to try, but I don't want to, he's like very nervous about it.
Yeah.
So then he has to do it twice in the scene. Just whacks her. Full-throated, freaking full hand slap. And she was talking about how that was important for her. She needed to feel that shock and pain in the moment to do what she needed with that character. And it really enhanced my viewing of the movie. So anyway, it's interesting and worth watching. Both of those are available over there. And Chinatown, if you're trying to mark off your bucket list of like gangster films that where everyone says it must be seen, this one is really good. Really,
it is a must see. So I put in
the Two Jakes too. Has anyone seen the Two Jakes? Is
Yes.
that any good? Okay.
Yes. Basically, you can just watch Jack Nicholson's filmography. Like the guy didn't really pick any bad movies, as far as I can see.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think I was trying the other day to think of one I didn't like. There really isn't one.
There are probably some I didn't like, but they're all good movies.
Well, yeah, and his performances, like I don't think Anger Management is very good, for example. But
really, I enjoyed that a lot.
I mean, it's fine. It's just Adam Sandler movie to me, but he's very good in it. About Schmidt is amazing.
Yes.
Really good. And if you can deal with what's her name showing her boobies, what was her name?
Misery.
Misery lady. I can't think of her name. She's an amazing actress. Can't think of her name.
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates really gets it out there. But that's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Do what you got to do. But the point is, this is a great entry in that. And man, it makes me wish he was working more. I mean, I know he's really old and doesn't want to now, but like The Departed, I don't know when the last time you guys saw The Departed, but he's so good in The Departed.
It's been, I think, since it initially was available on DVD that we saw The Departed. So
like
it's time to watch it again.
06, 07, something like that. It's such a good movie.
So I just want to explain myself. I put a link in chat to a video. The video is of 15 minutes of stand-up by Michael McDonald, the comedian, the guy who was on Mad TV for 15 years.
Not the
and it's
not the Doobie Brothers guy. Yeah.
Okay.
And in this video, Michael McDonald just stands and recalls when he was very young and he briefly became Faye Dunaway's acting coach.
Oh.
And it is so freaking funny. It is everything. You have to watch this to fully bring it full circle for yourself.
All right, I'm interested. Somebody said Wolf is really bad. If you want to see a bad Jack Nicholson movie, Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and James Spader. When did this come out? 94.
I remember the movie. Never saw it, but I remember the movie.
I saw it in the theater. I don't remember hating it.
Was he a wolf man? Is that the deal?
I think so. Yeah.
It is a werewolf movie. Yeah.
Was he Wolfman Jack? Basically. Anyway, well, that's interesting. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Again, James Spader is another one where I'm just like, I'll go watch a James Spader thing. I might not love it, but I'll watch it.
You know who that is for me now? Go ahead.
Oh, I do like somebody suggested that we film Sack Wolf. That's not a bad idea right there.
It's a great idea.
Oh, I'd do that. That's perfect for us. Yeah. I feel this way about Shea Wiggum. You could make a bad movie. You put him in there. I'm so into whatever the hell you're selling. I don't even care.
Guess what? Wolf is streaming on Showtime.
Oh, well, there's a place to see it then.
Which we're just going to lose the name Showtime at some point.
Yeah.
We're gonna just say it's streaming on Apple TV or whatever.
It doesn't have the same.
Paramount Plus is what we'll say.
Yeah, that's true. Paramount Plus, yeah, because they own them now. But it's less impactful. Like nobody cared that much when that acquisition happened than they did when HBO and Discovery merged. or when they tried to put all that together, everybody lost their minds and they changed it to Max and all the other stuff. But nobody seems to care that much about, not that they don't have good stuff on Showtime. They do. They have a lot of amazing things on Showtime.
Oh, yeah.
But nobody cares about the name. So change it.
I've just started our October 2024 list for FilmSack.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Good. Yeah.
Well, this concludes today's recommendals. We'll get Nicole back next week, I'm sure. Randy, FilmSack this weekend. What are we doing?
Yes, I'm so excited. And I love how people are popping into our various channels and saying that they are excited that we're watching the 2007 Michael Bay Transformers.
Yeah.
I am because I definitely liked it when I saw it, but I didn't rewatch it or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's I'm going to have a nice fresh viewing here soon.
Well, I'm excited about it as well. You should be, everyone out there listening. So go listen and give it a shot. Randy Jordan, aka Randy Deluxe. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
All right. Well, we did it.
We just bought a Transformer.
So this is going to be our first LaBouffe in a while, or at all, right? We ever had LaBouffe on before on FilmSack?
I don't know if we have had LaBouffe.
Did we do iRobot? Don't remember.
Oh, we.
I know, right? It's so hard.
Yeah, I remember talking about iRobot with you, but I can't remember if it was from a recommendal or if it was from a FilmSack.
I'm doing a search and I don't see it. iRobot. Yeah, I see. Yeah, we didn't do it. So this might be, we didn't do Holes. We haven't done anything else with him in it. So I think this is it. Yes, One Sleepy Panda.
Oh, we did do Indy 4. Yeah. That's, of course we did. Yeah.
Did we? We did Crystal Skull?
We did Crystal Skull, yeah.
Oh, we did. So we have had him. This is our second then. Oh yeah, back in 2019.
I recommended Peanut Butter Falcon, but it wasn't part of a FilmSack for sure.
No, that's another one I actually just queued up to watch because
God, that's so good.
It's showing somewhere, and I finally decided to get that going.
Yeah.
I remember you raving about it. What was I going to say? Chat. Someone asked, "Is he in iRobot?" Yes, he's like the little weird street friend.
Friend.
It's a small role. It's kind of before things took off for him, but like in between Holes and then his mature movie career, I guess. In between Holes.
The taint of his movie career is what it is.
Oh, there's something in there we could work with, but
yeah, I think I've already worked it.
Yeah, that's maybe as far as it goes. All right, darn it. I was hoping for more.
That hole goes.
TMS Jamie wrote in and says this. Hey, this is Jamie for TMS. He says, I thought I'd share a story with you guys. This would totally happened to Scott. I was walking out of a Timmy's with my coffee. I think he means a Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons, yeah.
He's up in Canada.
Yeah, Australia's not the only place that shortens things.
That's
there
right.
You go.
Call them Timmy's. What do we have that we do that with? I don't know.
Mickey D's. We call them Mickey D's.
I like that. Yeah, I've been doing that since high school. I think that counts. Anyway, he says at 6 a.m., he's leaving the Tim Hortons there, and a staircase is ahead of me. I see someone bent over on the stairs, and it looks like their ass is hanging out. As I get closer, I see a red reflection. I can't quite make it out. I try and determine what it is. When I'm close enough, I realize that her ass is all the way out, and the reflection, quote unquote, is her ruby red eye of Sauron getting a morning suntan. I would love some unsea juice for that one. Love the show though. I don't know what to tell you about that. That's nothing. I mean, nobody asked for that.
Is he talking about like this kind of eye of Sauron? Like that's the reflection he's seeing right there?
That's my guess. That thing Brian's got in his hand, everyone at home listening can't see it. Let's call that a BP. What's a BP?
Let's call it one of those.
Let's call it a British petroleum. That's what we'll call it. You might use some petroleum there.
You might store one of those at an infinity gauntlet at some point is the point of that one.
Exactly. So Jamie, I don't know if you want to clarify any of that, but that is nasty and no thanks, I would say. All right, we're going to do a drawing prompt of the day. Oh, I was going to show everybody this. I never got a chance to do it myself. I felt bad.
You never did one. That's true. Yeah, I remember.
I got so busy yesterday. I never had a chance. So let's see here. Let me find the group. We made a whole thing for it.
It was great. Yeah.
Did we talk about it on the show proper or only in post show?
No.
Okay. So we're going to start letting people, any digital artists out there, or even traditional artists, we don't care. No AI stuff. We don't want that. All right.
We had a ton of AI stuff that people put in there. None of that. No more of that.
I hate the AI stuff. F that stuff. But if you like to draw and you want to show off your art, please do. So I got some good stuff here. Gorilla Horse was the prompt. And this one in particular from, let me pull it up here and put it on stream. Oops. Here we go. This was done by, who's the name? This was Don Kelly 68. I absolutely love his gorilla horse. I think that is rad. Dude's got chops. He's got talent. There's a few others in here. Let me see.
I mean, Claire's is freaking impressive. Like
Claire's is one of my favorite for sure.
Yeah.
This one from Tanner.
Don Kelly's is great. I didn't see this one yet.
Yeah, isn't that
fantastic.
awesome? Yeah.
Yeah.
The one from Tanner, I absolutely love it because it's derpy as hell.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of these. Let's see. The one you pointed out with the leg.
Yeah. The AI with the background.
Yeah, that's gnarly. There's a lot of AIs in here. Claire's, which I'll now show up. Here we go. It's this one. Super cute. Love it.
Really cute. Really good.
Yeah. So, Brian, do you have a prompt for us today? And by prompt, we don't mean AI prompt, everybody. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
We clear that up? All right. Anyway, we said yesterday you might do us a prompt. You got anything you want to throw out?
Did we? I haven't even thought about it. All right. Okay. Let's say the worst thing you could find in your refrigerator.
You can find in your fridge. I like that a lot. That's great.
Draw something that you don't want to find in your refrigerator.
Yep. And then if you're
refrigerator,
and this is in our Discord, there's a group in there called TMS Art Fun, and you just post in stuff that you drew. It can be doodles, sketches. Take a picture of it on a napkin. Doesn't matter how you send it to us. No judgments. A judgment-free zone. You make whatever you think is cool. And today's is a great one. The worst thing you can find in your refrigerator. I'm going to do this one today for sure. This is happening.
Good. Excellent.
Anyway, have some fun with this. We'll see how long this lasts, but it's a good time. All right, we're out of here. Frogpants.com/TMS for all the details that you might need for anything you're doing. And we're going to leave now on a musical note with Brian's selection of a song.
Oh my God, you are going to love this, Scott. Mr. Badpoor wrote in and said, Dear Scotch and Bonnet, this one is as much for Scott as it is for me. I love these guys and hope you will too. I don't really have a specific request date, but really Scott is always talking about the Wii Shop music, and this reminded me of him, so I figured I'd just share it. Oh, by the way, is it too early for a tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch?
No.
Love the show, though.
Perfect time for that.
Hey,
no, that's you. Well, we can do that first.
Hey, is it too early to get a fish sandwich? The tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch.
That was the guy's reply at the drive-up. He's like, no, we just have that. Yeah.
No, just that one. Sorry, it's Hootie. And here's your tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch. Where's Keith in Maine? You know he's got talent. Signed, Mr. Badpoor.
Oh, my gosh, Keith in Maine.
All right. This is the Wii Shop channel music by a couple of guys named the Super Guitar Brothers. This is such a great acoustic version of the song. It makes me wish I was in a cafe sipping on a hot coffee, listening to these guys play this song. It's so good. They put it out on their YouTube. You can find it right there. But listen, you'll hear it right now. Here are the Super Guitar Brothers and the Wii Shop channel music.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Fat piece of shit.
Oh, geez. That was rough. That was harsh.
Oh, my gosh.
That was harsh. What was that